Hey guys, this is CVAG0 doing another cast, but it's actually a pub cast today. I saw this thing on Reddit, and it's a subreddit for basically casters where people can just put up games, and basically it's up for grabs for amateur casters like me to just cast them. And so this is just one that I saw that was asking, it's like, oh, great nail biter game, and please cast. So I answered, and I'm gonna give it my I'm gonna give it my best, and hopefully it lives up to its name and title. So I'll go ahead and get started. It's actually, the game, if you look at the clock, has basically started. So a couple things that we'll notice is that in the mid lane, it's going to be a Nyx assassin, and it's against this Juggernaut. An interesting lane, to be honest, but we'll see how it goes. It's hard to analyze these pub games. This is normally why I don't want to cast pubs. Magnus will be on that off lane. He's got that skewer, so he's probably not in danger of dying. But it is against Zeus and Enigma. No, Enigma's going to go jungle, more than likely. And top lane is going to be Hunter and Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet not going to go jungle. Interesting. And Lion is basically by himself. Spectre, is he going to go? He's unsure where he's going to go. He's wasting a lot of time just sitting here. But he should get some farm. In a bot lane, Shadow Demon finally comes back. There was a bit of a pause for a while, and he had disconnected, so that kind of explains why he's so late. But Spectre, no excuse for him. He's just still walking. He's missed basically 2 creative waves, almost going to be 3. But in this lane, it's not going to be easy. I'm not sure why they're landing the Zeus and Spectre, because it's just not that good. They both need some farm, so we'll see how it is. I guess I should avoid doing a lot of analysis here and just try to watch. So Spectre's taking a bit of harass in the top lane. In the top lane, oh, I need to lower the volume. I'm sorry guys, I completely forgot. My audio is way too freaking loud right now, I'm sure. Game volume needs to be a little bit up. And actually there's a stun going out. This should be much better. I'm sorry guys for the confusion in mid lane. Nyx Assassin, I need to pull this up, don't I? But Nyx Assassin's having a pretty easy time. Wow, Juggernaut really low. Nyx Assassin level 3, but Juggernaut's level 4. He's getting quite a bit of denies. No, just 3. But not doing too much. There's actually Zeus, he gets skewered backwards a little bit, and he's taking a lot of damage. It looks like Shadow Demon was also low. Spectre top lane. No, bot lane, sorry. Going to take some harass to the face. So Enigma meanwhile is jungling it up. He's going to be basically left unharassed. I look forward to some of the black holes if this game is going to be as epic as advertised. So top lane, Lion just still solo farming. He will reach that level 6 quickly as a result, and we'll see if he can make the most of that finger. So far, well, that's interesting. Oh no, that's just a Compendium courier. So Zeus, it's interesting. Looking at his item build, he should probably go for a bottle, because he will have some mana problems. I don't like this build at all, but I guess it doesn't matter since he's not mid. Arc Lightning you could definitely use to get some last hits, but and you get some harass from this, but the downside is you do push the lane. So I guess in this case it's not too terrible. They're doing pretty good keeping the equilibrium here. Spectre meanwhile has decided to get Dispersion, choosing not to get Desolate. I think I agree with that. Mid lane, this just Nyx I think has basically is doing pretty well against Juggernaut, or I should say Juggernaut's doing pretty well against Nyx Assassin. They're pretty even in terms, but Juggernaut does not have a bottle. Nyx Assassin does. I'm surprised he's not using it to harass more with the mana burn. He opts to not go for any levels in Spike Carapace. That's interesting. Of course it adds a bit more to the burst damage, but it's to be honest, Spike Carapace just increases your survivability double. But we'll see if it pays off. Soon he will be level 6 and he will be ganking top lane. It's basically this Lion doing the stun and mana burn. Doesn't go for a level in Hex. While the mana burn harass is pretty good and basically keeps him relatively safe, it really limits the amount of lockdown that they have. And I'm sorry, this is awkward trying to cast a PUD because it's hard to do any analysis. Well, Shadow Demon has 2 Manta of Intelligence and Ring of Regen. I'm interested to see what he tries to build. I guess I just don't know if this will turn it into anything. Zeus has masks. Neither side goes for any wards. So in the mid lane, Tide actually rotates middle. I guess they were trying to get that kill, but he's just got no mana. Juggernaut is level 6. Will he try to gank? I really hope I don't miss first blood, and they're actually making a go on Juggernaut, but Juggernaut basically backs off. It's only harassing, trying to scare him off. So he still doesn't have much. He needs to be a bit careful. He could go down here. There's that skewer, but where's the shockwave? He doesn't have shockwave, but it's enough still. They do get the kill. Oh, I just noticed the skill build from Magnus. Shockwave is probably a better skill to get, but I guess he just wants to go DPS mag. And this is a pub, and I guess that's okay. I guess they don't really have that big of a carry, so Magnus opts to go for the carry build. Nature's Prophet could carry, but he's going for the Midas, and he's really squishy. Nick Assassin's level 6. Will he make the most of it? He's trying to find the rune, and he will get it bot. So maybe that's a sign that he'll go bot. Juggernaut, I wonder if he's told his team. Juggernaut doesn't have too much. Let's see what he picks up. No, it's just more regen. I don't know if I agree with this. Instead of getting more regen, maybe it would be better to just pick up either A, should have picked up a bottle earlier, or B, have gone more for phase boots. Neither side is taking full advantage of their level 6. I'm kind of surprised. Even Nyx Assassin's not doing too much. He probably had a pretty easy gank if he had gone bot for Zeus. In the top lane though, Lion doing well for himself. He actually used his ultimate at some point. Guess he was trying to get the kill, and I think he might have been the one that sent Nature's Prophet back. Surprised Nature's Prophet didn't take advantage of his jungling abilities, but I guess it's not that big a deal. Mid lane Nyx Assassin is a bit low, but Juggernaut doesn't have any mana for Omni Slash. It is pretty high cost. Magnus taking advantage of the enemy jungle, and I really like this. Looks like he's gonna go for Mask of Manus, the Mask of Manus build. And Shadow Demon just kind of pushing them back. He might catch out. There's the they actually run into each other, but neither side are willing to commit. Enigma actually rotates in. Maybe he was trying to get a push going, but it didn't work out in the end. Juggernaut is still a bit poor. As a mid, he shouldn't have spent so much cash on concentrating with regen. A bottle would just have been infinitely better. Now he's going to use his haste rune, looking to get an Omni Slash. I think he's going to catch him out. And then here we go. He's just going to get that blade. Here we go. Will he kill Todd? I think yes. This should be a kill. He's got the haste rune. There's Omni. Oh wow. Lion actually solos Nature's Prophet meanwhile. So a good coordinated gank, because most likely Lion could not have gotten that kill on Nature's Prophet without the Tidehunter. Actually, it's possible, because Tidehunter didn't really have any mana. So now he's going back for a point in the next, and I really like this. I'm glad he is, because this team needs as much lockdown as possible to protect Enigma. And boys, having another disable is good. So currently the leading farmers are on the Dire side. Zeus spending a lot of time. He's not level 6. He needs to get that up as soon as he can. But he's spending a lot of time outside of lane, at least rotate in. I guess he's scared of Nyx Assassin coming in, assassinating him, because he clearly could. And Nyx Assassin, speaking of which, he needs to gank. He's just, why is he farming? I mean, you don't need your Dagon to start getting kills. Lion is an easy kill, especially if you coordinate a bit with a Gush and your full combo. That's pretty much a dead Lion. Meanwhile, Spectre is getting a bit of farm. He's choosing to go Morbid Mask. Is he going to turn this into Vlad's? This would not be too bad of an item pickup because there's a Juggernaut on their team. Juggernaut has his treads up, so he chooses not to go phase boots. He's going for more the carry Juggernaut build, I hope, or he's just going to go for a mix of it. Not choosing to go with the typical race car Juggernaut with the phase and drums. Shadow Demon gets a kill on a bot lane, or no, I don't know where the kill was. Zeus out here at the rune spot, and Zeus is really poor. He's just not getting any levels whatsoever, and he needs it really badly. Enigma's still trying to push in the lane. I'm surprised he doesn't just stay in a jungle and get a mech or a blink dagger. I think that's the more ideal thing, because now you're just stealing EXP from Spectre. So in the middle lane, Nyx Assassin. I'm not sure why he went for 2 slippers of agility. Of course, it helps him last hit a bit more. But if you were gonna go Dagon, you can definitely have picked up Dagon earlier. And it's not like Nyx is a right-clicking hero. Spectre just farming the enemy, the neutrals, and I like this. I think Zeus might have stacked it for him. But he doesn't really have any way of flash farming. He could use the dagger here and go through the top, and it'd help use the mana. Will he do that? I hope he does. He's got full mana. Might as well start the mana regen going. So Zeus finally getting some levels in the top lane by trying to steal a bit from Lion. Lion, I'm surprised he hasn't gone ganking a little bit more, or I'm surprised they're not taking advantage of this early game that they have. Because Juggernaut Blade Fury with the combo and stuns from Lion, it's really deadly. Nature's Prophet not getting much in here. Maybe it's time for him to go switch into the jungle. Magnus, meanwhile, is just farming in jungle. Not going to take advantage of his RP, so kind of a lull in the mood. The mid lane, Nyx Assassin still choosing not to gank, but he will be close to that Dagon. It's a relatively fast Dagon, but he's just not taking advantage of this level 6. He's looking to go bot. Juggernaut has a DD rune. This might be a kill on... Yes, I don't think Shadow Demon will get out. He might get the return trying to kill on Enigma though. Enigma will die here. Nice. But Shadow Demon will die. I think it's a fair trade because Enigma was in the jungle. Oh, Nyx Assassin's here is trying to go on him. Oh, that's that rotation from the Lion, and they do get the kill on Nyx Assassin. So a 2-for-1 trade. So a little bit of miscoordination from the Dire side. And the top lane, Tide and Nature's Prophet are looking to push a bit, and Nature's Prophet only has 1 level in the Treant. Even though he had that 3 levels of teleportation, he didn't really use it for ganking purposes. I guess it's hard to, looking at the lineup. Actually, they could have done pretty well with the Magnus and Shadow Demon lane, but he chooses not to take advantage of it. So Tidehunter has his Ravage, and by pushing in, they're trying to force a fight, I guess. Either get a free tower or get or face the Ravage, you know. So Zeus finally does have his level 6, and he has boots. He chooses to go Soul Ring. This is interesting. He is a bit squishy, but this will give him some regen back. He just needs to stay in the background a bit. Bot lane, they're actually going on Juggernaut. Juggernaut uses a spin, but Shadow Demon was able to pop the Purge, and he will die here. Nature's Prophet even came in for that rotation. So Juggernaut overextending a little bit. Lion actually gets a kill on the Tidehunter. They probably pop a full combo. Yep. Didn't even. They probably just use a lightning bolt. I'm surprised. I guess Zeus still doesn't want to go for the arc lightning. It does help with the pushes, though. There's a good luck HF. Now they're gonna try to push. This is what Prophet does. They just continue pushing and just being a pain in the butt. He's going for a Shadow Blade. I like this build because now he's just split pushing and forces. Actually, there's an engagement here. Magnus actually RPs there, and he's using his right click, but he's not concentrating on anybody. More concentrating on creeps. He doesn't do much damage. Why is his boots on power tread on intelligence? I understand if you want to save a bit of mana, but if you were going to right click like that, you need to put it in your right attribute. But now this Magnus is just going to farm the jungle. I guess he won't come out till he has Daedalus next time. The Magnus RP gets blown and nothing happens. If they had comboed it up with Tide's ulti and Magnus's ulti, they could have easily gotten 2 or 3 kills here. But instead it doesn't work out quite as hoped. And you know, there's a bit of a lack of rotation, and this is to be expected from a pub game. It's just not a lot of coordination. Actually, if he gets treed here, he has a tree, use it. Nah, it's a bit late, and I'm not sure why he tried to tree, even though Omni Slash was going off. Maybe it's so a mistake from this Nature's Prophet player. In the mid lane, Nixxessin willing to try to get this tower. He might even trade his life for actually top lane. He does trade his life for. Spectre comes in with the long range dagger. Well played. So meanwhile, in the top lane, they actually they get a pick off on the Nixxessin. Nixxessin just not having a good time. He's a 12-minute Dagon has turned into a 16-minute Dagon, maybe into a 17-minute Dagon, and could be even later than that, because the longer it is, the less effective it will be. So let's see if his ganks will be more successful. He's 0-2-2. 0-2-0 has just not been effective at all. Magnus still farming. He's got that Blink Dagger at least. A 16-minute Blink Dagger with treads. And he is going for the DPS build. Normally Magnus's would go for the mana boots and Blink Dagger. By speaking of normally, I'm just talking about competitively. Nature's Prophet actually gets a kill on the Spectre here. Does he pop his ulti? Yeah, he had his ulti and actually killed Spectre somewhere. Let's see. Got him down here. Oh wow, this global is just really dishing out a lot of damage, and it actually kills the Shadow Demon as well. And actually Juggernaut's going on as Nixxessin, and it's so chaotic, it's hard to keep up with everything. Looks like Juggernaut's going for a late game. Wants that Battle Fury to push and to get more last hits, speed up his farm a little bit. Nature's Prophet does finish up his Shadow Blade, and this just makes it harder for him to get ganked. And he can push a little bit better. Adds a little bit to his DPS as well when he pops out of that Shadow Blade. There's a TP from Spectre. He needs to farm a bit. He has finished up his Vlads. Enigma has a DD run. He does have his Blink Dagger. Will he try to go for BKB? Because then I don't see. Well, he could get interrupted by Magnus's ult. But if he catch Magnus, it could be a pretty good fight. So Zeus level 9. He does have his mana boots, so it would help out a little bit. But he's only got 853 HP. Nixxessin catches him. He's very much dead. And Tidehunter, I don't think I've seen him use a Ravage quite yet. He needs to use it. Otherwise, the damage just scales off. So, excuse me. Looking at the item choices. Well, maybe not. They're actually going to go on this Prophet. Prophet's dead. Line actually completely combos him. Might have even been an overkill. But the Dire is taking her chance to push. Nixxessin gets a kill on a Juggernaut, and Juggernaut, I guess, was just low health hanging around, and Nixxessin just completely blows him up, even with that level 1 Dagon. And I guess he can do that if you choose not to, and he does do quite a bit of damage. Actually, top lane, they're chasing. There's the Ravage. That's what we're looking for. But you know, they turn around and get the kill. Regardless, both Magnus and Tidehunter dies. Almost a lack of coordination. Magnus even has the Blink Dagger. not sure if it was that hard to combo. Oh, trying to pick up the courier, but the courier is still juking a bit. So the Dire looking to just protect their tier 1 tower, probably looking to push for the opponent's tier 1 tower top. Nature's Prophet, I should go ahead and move this to net worth. There we go. Magnus, Nature's Prophet, and Nyx Assassin are all leading in net worth because they've just been a bit more efficient when it comes to farming. Of course, because they've been away from each other, the other two have just been suffering. Tidehunter and Shadow Demon just unable to get much. But they are supports. As long as they get a couple of their skills off, they should be fine. There is a Dagon recipe number 2. And now he's actually caught up a little bit in farm. But, oh, he actually turns the 2 Slippers of Agility into 4-man shield just to give him a little bit more survivability. He will pick up this region and it will make him very happy. He can just go blow up Lion very easily. Actually, Lion's actually doing the blowing up. But Magnus gets out with the skewer, blinks away as well. Oh, he does come in like that. Oh no, that was Nature's Prophet. Nyx Assassin actually gets killed top lane, and it's so chaotic. It's hard to keep up with everything. And yes, Zeus is unhappy, but Zeus, you have no survivability. You need to add a bit of bracers to yourself, or you can get a casual cloak. Meanwhile, Juggernaut still farming. He's got a really late Battle Fury. It's probably going to be about 23 minutes. Because it's not like if he dies here, it's going to be even longer. And just completely blow him up. Meanwhile, on a bot lane, Spectre is being attacked, but his Magnus actually pops RP, and it's worth it if he can get the kill. But look at this desolation damage. He's a bit tanky, but Magnus ends up getting it with the empowered Mask of Manas, and he's choosing not to go any level and Shockwave. Guys, I really don't agree if you don't do that. I mean, stats are good and all, but just choosing not to go levels and Shockwave, you're missing out on a lot of damage. I guess if you're not going to use that much mana, you can always get an RP blink and skewer off. But meanwhile, farming in jungle is Nature's Prophet. Whenever you farm in a jungle, it might just be better. Yeah, there we go. DP and top was about the same. And they're actually warding, and it's a pub game, so I'm always surprised when there's yeah, get that last right click. A lot of uphill misses. So Enigma has that Blink Dagger, but has not done anything with it. I'm not sure why. Last time I checked, he had like 1,200 gold. I guess he bought boots or something. So Shadow Demon gets a disruption off, gets a Soul Crusher, actually lands on Juggernaut. Juggernaut is a bit in trouble, but Zeus absolutely dies. Look at that, Nyx and just blow him up. And they're choosing not to chase. I think you should chase. They will go get that Juggernaut. Actually, Lion's here and he blows up Shadow Demon. And a return kill on the Tidehunter as well. And then it seems like Dagons are flying out everywhere. And this Nyx Assassin looks to be dead. Yes, Nyx Assassin does die. Spectre gets the kill, and this would definitely help out a lot for him to get some much needed farm. Spectre has a Yasha though, and this would definitely help him out. I'm surprised he doesn't go to Fusel though, because it adds basically another disable. But you know, I guess he's gearing for that Manta style, and it will help with team fights. More illusions the better, and it just makes things really hell yeah confusing. Look at that armor, 11 plus 5 for Rady. And he has that Vlad's aura, so it will keep him alive more longer than you expect. There's Arc Lightning just firing it around. But Zeus is really squishy, only 929 HP. And Nyx Assassin can still kill him very quickly. He's got that level 3 burst damage, and just a Dagon and a Vendetta should be enough to take out the Zeus. So the Dyers have been pretty successful in getting off ganks now that they feel like they've gotten their core items up. It looks like Nyx Assassin might choose to go phase boots, and that just adds a bit more mobility. He's looking for the rune, but not finding it. It's in the top. Shadow Demon actually picks up the haste run. Will he use it to try to initiate on something? Nature's Prophet is pushing top. There's a Hex going out. And is Lion willing to blow the ulti for this? He might. Oh no, but he actually Nature's Prophet Shadow Blades away. Was that a Dagon? Oh wow, Lion has a Dagon as well. They're just looking to burst people down. So Nyx Assassin's actually farming Ancients, and this is rare. It's a rare sight to see an Nyx Assassin farm Ancients. Was there TPM by Magnus? Magnus has a Battle Fury, and if he thought Cleave wasn't enough from his Empowered, now he's gonna have like Super Cleave. But his damage is pretty high, 114 plus 122. If he's able to get a 4 or 5 man RP, they can win the fight easily. But that's the case for like everybody. Lion's up a little bit, but the Dire are trying to make a move. They're a bit slow though, and a bit too late. They might find Juggernaut, and this is a much better kill. Yes, he'll go on it. They're trying to get that block. They do get that block. Tidehunter Ravage, but well, it does hit Enigma at least. But now Omni Slash kills him off. Vendetta is still here. Will he try to go on this? Oh, he could kill Enigma very easily. Will he go on it? He's going for Juggernaut, and where's the blast? Dagon, buddy! There you go. Pops the Dagon. Maybe he felt like he needed it. This is a disruption. Will they be able to kill him? The Soul Catcher doesn't land. Enigma actually blinks out to safety. Meanwhile, Lion... Oh, wow. Lion has a Blink Dagger, and he does blink on this Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet dies as well. He couldn't get his dodge off, but there's a Skewer by Magnus. Magnus kills Lion. Zeus is chasing him. It's a bit scary too, because they're both low HP. Oh, if he gets killed by Kreese, it's just absolutely hilarious. Nyx Assassin hunting for more kills. He will have that Vendetta up, and if he catches Spectre, Spectre is definitely dead. Vendetta up. And okay, just going for the stun, and nope, doesn't even need the Vendetta. I guess he was getting ready to use it in case he needs to escape, but look at that stun going out, and they need to keep hitting him, but they're choosing to back. He's choosing to back off. Oh, well played with the Spike Carapace. Enigma might die. Nope, gets out. So Juggernaut finally finishes up his Battle Fury. It's 27 minutes into the game. Man, that's a very slow Battle Fury. He needs more space to farm, but he's not finding any. Radiant Wards have just not been very good. They've either been way too aggressive, like out here, or just way too conservative out here. They need to be about in a jungle, like here, here, here. But the Dire are taking advantage of the wards. There's a courier hidden over here. Probably looking for a quick buy. Nature's Prophet and Tidehunter are pushing. Tidehunter is only level 9. He's a bit low leveled. This Magnus is really farmed up. He's going to go for BKP. Finally choosing to go for a defensive item. And looks like Nyx Assassin has level 4 Dagon. And it's choosing to just like, screw it. Just going to have a casual Blades of Attack. I think eventually it will be upgrade. Actually, there's an Omni Slash going on. They will get 2 kills here. The chain stun, or more like just 1 stun, was enough to get a kill on both Tide and Nature's Prophet. A bit of overextension on their part too. Magnus is here, is looking sufficient for RP, and Shadow Demon. He does get 2 in RP, but look, he's just not doing enough damage. You know, it's 4v2 right now. Magnus will die here. Oh no, he's skewering away, but oh, Enigma's there to get the kill. They do get the kill. And Shadow Demon dies as well as Lion just completely obliterates him with his ulti. So even though Magnus has been farming and farming and farming, his DPS is still not very good. As you can see, both those heroes were tanky enough and didn't even die. Didn't even get a kill, even though RP was blown. And tier 2 might be taken here. But Tide still has his Ravage, and Tidehunter does TPN. Top in case the Ravage is needed. Spectre is here, and he wants to solo this Tide. He probably could, But this is where you wish you had a diffuser blade. Nice, he actually uses the Mantis style, so the slow is no longer there. The Tide Hunter Ravage is used, and is it going to be enough to get a TP? Really wants this kill, but I don't know if they'll be able to chase. Actually, this might be a different story. There we go, just a couple more right clicks, and Nature's probably even TP's him. So, in the end, the Ravage was blown just for a Spectre, and maybe it was worth it. Dingman does die somewhere else in the enemy jungle, I guess. Nature's Prophet got the kill? No, actually, who got the? Yeah, Nature's Prophet. No, Nyx Assassin got the Enigma kill. So Nyx Assassin basically carrying the game for them. He will have his next level 5 very soon. He's probably going to buy it like any time now. Bot lane Lion just farming a bit. This Blink Dagger has really, this quick Blink Dagger has really done a lot for them. It saved them from getting gank. It helped initiate and get a kill on Tidehunter and Nature's Prophet. So Lion has been almost the MVP of this team. So now, meanwhile, in a Radiant jungle, Nyx Assassin is looking to hunt and get a kill. And if he finds Juggernaut, I think Juggernaut should be fine. He's still gonna go. He disrupts him. Basically, it'll save him. And this is a mistake from the Shadow Demon. Juggernaut looks to be dead. Is there gonna be a black hole popped? And Nyx Assassin will die here. The Blade Fury is enough to get the kill. Lion pops in and assassinates Shadow Demon. Once again, mistake from Shadow Demon. I'm sure he's eating a lot of rage here. So Nature's Prophet has a Desolator, and this would help push. And it's a little bit late with the Desolator, but he actually has 2,400 gold. Actually, Nature's Prophet gets another kill. Assassinates the Juggernaut. I guess Juggernaut was trying to farm the Ancients, but this word saw him. But it's hard to keep up with everybody and how things are going. And now the Dire are going to go for the Roshan and try to get the kill. Try to get it. Magnus, even though he has empowered, is... Well, they should be able to get it pretty quickly, because Nature's Prophet Desolator is giving minus armor. So meanwhile, Spectre has been farming a bit. He's caught up a little bit in farm, but man, these two, Nature's Prophet and Magnus, are so far ahead. So if we look at the graphs, I haven't done that in a while. It's pretty dead even. Yeah, gold, it's just a little bit in the favor of the Dire. They've just been, it's probably because they have a bit more map control. Tower wise, they're basic, well, Dire have one more tower, but because Nature's Prophet is there, he can really push out and steal a lot of farm because he's got that global. There is an ulti going out. I don't know where it's coming from. Actually, Nature's Prophet looks to be dead. He just gets blown up here. Who has a gem? Zeus has a gem? No, they just use Zeus's skills because it does reveal invisibility for a little bit. So Nature's Prophet, I think, oh, he's gone for Hex, but maybe he should think about getting a casual cloak because he's just dying way too fast. There's an Omni Slash going out on Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon doesn't even get a chance to get a self disruption. You can just easily double tap. There's a Magnus RP just for that, but look, he's just not doing any damage, and this is why Magnus isn't used as a oh, actually going to find this Lion as well. But this is why Magnus isn't that great of a DPS dealer. He wasn't able to kill Juggernaut. I mean, it takes a lot of hits, but I don't know if he would be able to do that much until he gets like a Daedalus. Even Empower on this Nyx Assassin. Nyx Assassin doing well for this team. So still with that Mask of Madness, actually, Zeus can go in on this. Oh, there's a black hole. It catches just one, but Nyx Assassin. Oh, Magnus will die here, but he has the Aegis. Nyx Assassin, look at that. Catch Zeus. I think he might. Magnus trying to no, just look at that Dagon, long range Dagon. Nyx Assassin's stunning to save Magnus's life. Magnus still turning on that but Enigma will die anyways. Bit of miscommunication. Basically Spectre throwing away his life as well.
That's a two-fight.
New life will make its home amongst your foes. Uproot and after.
So actually Lion blinks and he wants to try to kill Tide, and he does get it. He comes in and basically just stunning Nature's Prophet and running away. So meanwhile, Nyx Assassin, a bit low, but he's still basically this team's carry. He's the one that's winning the game for them. Even though they're winning the team fights, they're not getting any towers. Nature's Prophet looks to be changing that. He's hoping to just right-click away these towers. Spectre, he's going for BKB. Could be Desolator, but I think it's going to be BKB. He is still squishy. Nobody. Oh, there's a kill on Shadow Demon. I need to keep an eye on these things, but there's so much magical damage and people just getting burst down so quickly. It's hard to keep up with anything. Juggernaut died. They died around here. I'm guessing Juggernaut was trying to go Ancient, and he's actually almost done with the Axe there, and this will help out a bit. But I think both sides in general need to get a pipe up. They've got so much gold, but pipe is what they need more than anything right now. Tidetender is not going to get it. Nyx Assassin could get it, but he's so busy trying to get that level 5 Dagon, which he will have. Actually going on. Oh, look at that blow up. So with the Lion able to just blink up and completely assassinate your Nature's Prophet, you really need some sort of survivability. Neither side are. And this is pubs, because everyone wants to just continue blasting and basically like a Harry Potter movie. Blasting and killing everybody. No one needs any armor, no one needs any survivability. Only Tide is sensible enough to go for bracers, but he still doesn't have a cloak. Oh, just choosing to back up because he's like, oh crap, Nyx Assassin's after us. He's right, he needs to run. Nyx Assassin and Magnus are hunting. And they will probably get this Enigma. Oh no, Enigma feeling a bit threatened actually blinks out. Lion choosing to blink forward, trying to get someone. He's got a Staff of Wizardry, probably going to go for Agams. Tidehunter has his Ravage. I'm surprised they're not taking advantage of the team fight. They can try to force a fight, and then completely blow them up. Actually, there's an RP, but Juggernaut is spinning, so you can't really do magical damage. Oh, look at that right click. Actually, the right clicks are doing a lot now that he's got his Demon Age. But before that, the right clicks weren't doing too much. So Juggernaut gets called out once again, unable to farm his point booster. I'm not sure why he keeps going there. This is probably the third time at least he's died at that spot with basically that ward. Maybe it's a clue that he shouldn't be farming there. Maybe he should try to be a bit more safe. This is a good place by Spectre. She didn't try to hide. He doesn't have a TP scroll. He does have Dust though. Nyx Assassin's there. So we'll see if Juggernaut learns, or he's just going to feed his life away. He doesn't go for any levels in Healing Ward. The Healing Ward really helps when it comes to pushing, and I think maybe let's see if he will regret it. So Lion looking to do another assassination. They have a Sentry Ward out. They really want to kill Nyx Assassin before he does anything. Assassin still roaming around, and they're wasting a bit of time just doing this. They should honestly just go. Nature's Prophet will die here, and he does get his. Oh wow, where are all these kills coming from? Oh, actually, they rotate top. They're gonna get the kill on a Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon try to force Staff away, but dies regardless. So the Dire loses 3. Nature's Prophet gets gank bot, and that's the power of this global combo by Spectre and Zeus. Zeus looking to get a refresher. Okay, that's interesting. And there is a kill on Lion, but Magnus really doing a lot of damage. Spectre turning things around. That's not enough. Almost enough. Oh, that heals. Zeus is there. He's going to blow him up. Here he goes, this black hole, just to save his life. Buyback from Nature's Prophet. Looking to go top. Oh, this might be a mistake. He might die here. They know. He knows people are still around. I guess he was trying. Oh, he was trying to catch out the Enigma, but doesn't quite find an Enigma doing well. Juking in the trees. Oh, there's that sentry to actually see him, but Zeus dies. Just unable to react quick enough because the Hex was almost instant. Juggernaut finally picks up his Agam Scepter. It will help a bit, especially if Magnus is if he's Mask of Madness up. Nature's Prophet porting bot. Looking at the gold graphs, it should be a bit in favor of the Dire. Yep, gold wise they're really far ahead, 14k. But EXP it's still really close. Anything can happen if Spectre can get one more damage item up. He's going for Desolator. Well, I don't know if I agree with that. Let's see if we can make it work. And Juggernaut, if he can get a damage item up, I think the fights can turn. If Enigma can get a really good black hole as well. But neither side are really grouped or staying together. This is hard to get like a full-on 4-man RP or Enigma getting like a 4-man black hole. And also, there's always that Tidehunter lurking in the background. Enigma, does he have a BKB? No, he's choosing to go Refresher. I really don't think there's a point in getting Refresher if you can't even survive to get one good black hole off. I really think he should go for BKB. Meanwhile, Nyx Assassin finally picks up his level 5 Dagon. Still got a lot of gold. He can buy back enter the fights. But there's a Sentry Ward there. Will they actually catch him out? Nyx Assassin. Oh, there's two Invis heroes here. Magnus as well. They're all backing out. Oh, Juggernaut. He might die here again. Might die here. Oh, there's an Omni Slash. Is there a gem? Does he have a gem? I don't know, but yes, he does have a gem. So the Omni Slash gets the kill. But Magnus is there, and he actually... Oh, look at that damage. Really, absolutely blows him up. And he was Mask of Madness, so there's a Ravage being popped. But, oh, wow. Nice blink. And he might get out. No, just a couple more right clicks. And it's enough. Nature's Prophet gets a kill on a Juggernaut from the backside. There's that gem. Who's going to pick it up? It's a gem. Nature's Prophet does pick it up. He's looking to push top a little bit. But it's a 3-for-1 trade. Nature's Prophet TPing out. It's TPing bot. And the Dire are a little bit slow in reacting. So that's a 700 gold swing. But they do get 3 kills in return. The Juggernaut Agam Scepter was enough to get a kill. And Nyx Assassin. For Nyx Assassin to get anything off. Zeus actually finishes up his Refresher, and this should add a bit more magical damage. Really wish that one of these guys, maybe Nyx Assassin, will invest into a pipe. But when it comes to late game, the Radiant really have it down. Spectre can global ulti and kill Nature's Prophet very quickly. Juggernaut can carry a bit as well, and Zeus still has that Refresher. He's not bad as a late game carry, especially with that static field that's percentage based. Nature's Prophet backing up. He's scared of a Blink Dagger from Lion, and rightfully so. The Lion is starting to scale off pretty quickly. He's going for the Agam Scepter. He's close to it. He only needs 350 more gold. Give the guy a little bit of farm. They do get to deny though, but it's just another outer tower that's down for the Radiant side. And so the farming has commenced. Nature's Prophet has surpassed Magnus in terms of farm. And actually they're going to go on to Roshan. And they should get it quickly, because the Gush and the Desolator is enough to just melt Roshan, as you can tell. Who picks it up? Magnus? Pick it up maybe? Oh, Nature's Prophet. See, yeah, he does pick it up. Spectre nearly steals it, but he's a bit slow. He will pay for his life, but he's doing a good job. Absolutely killing Nature's Prophet. He does kill Shadow Demon, and there's RPs being forced. Oh, there's Agam Scepter is doing a lot of damage. Nature's Prophet will die a second time. Great rotation. They not only kill Nature's Prophet, but they also get the kill on Shadow Demon. But of course, it's never a good thing if Spectre dies. But it does delay a push a little bit. Nix's SM meanwhile is on the bot lane. Lion looking to try to get the kill. He does throw the ulti. He needs a daggone. Just no more mana. Doesn't even have the mana to pull a bit of a combo. If he had had that, he would have had his Agam Scepters already, and that probably would have been a dead Nyx assassin. Even with if he was able to throw out the daggone, I think it's possible he could have gotten the kill. Yeah, I think it would have been enough to get the kill. But Juggernaut does get the tower, so that means Lion will have his blade. Yeah, he does have the Blade of Alacrity. Now he's going to be able to dish out so much damage. It's 1025 plus the 400, so taking 35% of that. It's about like 1100 damage, 1000 damage. Can blow up this Nature's Prophet really quickly. Shadow Demon will die almost instantly as well. Magnus, if he's Mask of Manus, will take a buttload of damage. And as well, don't forget Zeus's double ulti. So Enigma, I really like this Enigma using his Eidolons to farm in the jungle because it's safer for him that way. There is a global ulti just probably to see where people are at. Cooldown is only 90 seconds, I guess. No, actually, it wasn't just to do that. It's to get the Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet getting caught out once again. He's going for that Daedalus, and that really adds to his right click damage. But Spectre is really dishing out a lot of damage now. Nyx assassin hunting. It's been a while since he's been able to get a kill, but he's just scared. He actually wants to go top and try to pick off someone else, but Juggernaut, he has a gem. He's just basically ignoring him. He could just ulti us. He's a bit slow. He doesn't have it. Oh, Nyx assassin, you might be dead, my friend. Oh, I think Juggernaut actually missed his chance. They're actually turning this around. There might be a fight. Actually, there's that Magnus. I guess he RP'd. Yes, he RP'd for that and died. And here's the Omni Slash. It actually lands on some neutral creeps. And it's not enough. Tide Ravage is blown, and he will die regardless. And here's Lion. He actually blinks in. We're not sure what he was doing. I guess he was just trying to queue up his ulti. And he does. Look at that. Cooldown. It's ridiculous. Cooldown's absolutely ridiculous. There's a buyback from Magnus, but Magnus, he's basically maxed out. I'm not sure what he can do now. He could give up the Mask of Manus and go for an AC. But both sides really just not caring about Pipe. Pipe could really save your lives, guys. And there's a healing ward finally dropped out from the Juggernaut. Juggernaut's level 25. Going for that Eagle Song. And here we go. And then Lion pops up. And he doesn't have any mana. There's a Shadow Blaze keeping him alive. Nyx assassin actually hits too. And look at the damage that Nature's Prophet is dishing out. That's enough. And they sacrificed the life of Lion for a pair of racks. It's well worth it. And there's a Sun actually catching out Juggernaut. If he dies here, will he get out? I don't think so. He's looking for that Blade Fury. He's holding the gem. He doesn't want to die. He dies anyways. Right click from Nature's Prophet and daggone from Nyx Assassin. So once again, they lose the gem. So another 700 gold swing. But the damage is done. They are able to get a pair of racks. And so look at this. The graphs have really shifted a bit. Although EXP have always been a bit even, the gold has really been gone about 8,000. EXP has gone up. Look at that shift. So 20,000 EXP jump. Of course, it's going a little bit back down because they lost Lion and Juggernaut. And they're looking to counter push this. Magnus actually RPs, and he's, oh, look at that damage now. It's just, he gets farmed enough to do it. But actually, Tidehunter gets a kill. Spectre actually gets a kill in the back lines, but he's by himself. It's now 1v4. Needs to be a bit careful, but Spectre, if anybody can solo him, Spectre can. Next Assassin just basically runs away from him. Spectre actually dodges the stun with the ulti. Where is Spectre? Actually bot lane, but he gets killed by this Nature's Prophet, and I don't see how they're going to be able to defend. This is going to be counter racks right here. So at this point, look, Nature's Prophet crit for 820 damage right now. Lion's by himself. He's gonna have to defend, but he needs to be a bit careful. He can die. There's a level 2 buyback from Enigma. Enigma does have his black hole. Things could turn with this, but Juggernaut is back. He's got his ulti, but now Lion's just gonna get blown up. Look at the ethereal blade. Just couldn't react. I guess they weren't aware the ethereal blade existed. Just another way of blowing people up. And Nature's Prophet is getting this basically uncontested, and Vendetta is used to dodge the Omni Slash. The Omni Slash is basically wasted. It looks like they're going to get bot racks right here. There's no invis detection currently. There is a dust being used, but it doesn't matter. Enigma does die. Juggernaut's going to die as well. There's Ethereal Blade, and this looks to be the death of Juggernaut. He's just going to die here. Here's a double ulti. But Zeus isn't doing enough damage. He's trying to get his items. So it's certainly one racks. They might get two racks very soon. Yes, it looks like it's a double raxing right here. So with that double raxing, the fight has really shifted. Because Magnus was able to get a good RP on basically one of the core heroes. Zeus looks to be dead here. Nothing he can do. And this is the power of Next Assassin. Oh, but this might turn things around. Spectre has his butterfly. Will he go on this? I think he might. Oh, unfortunately, Nyx is really low on mana, and even though he can burst all those heroes down, he absolutely does not have any sort of ability. Meanwhile, on the top lane, they're pushing in on this with Spectre using his ulti, and even his illusions are really scary, and he's turning things around. Magnus looks to be dead. Yeah, even tried to pop the RP, but it wasn't enough. And there's a Hex going out, and there we go, nice turnaround. And so, are they going to look to push with this? I'm not sure.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So Tidehunter is actually pretty low. He was farming in the jungle. He has his Tide Ravage. He goes for a really late Vanguard. And what's the point of having Vanguard? What are you going to do? Block what? What's it, like 40% damage to the Spectres? I don't know. I don't know. Vanguard is just not that good. Go for Pipe. Really helps your team survives. So Spectre really farms right now. He's almost maxed out. He can sell his TP scroll or sell his phase boots and go for a basically for even more maybe boots of travel. But he probably doesn't even need it since you can save a spot. Oh wow, look at that. And so both sides choosing not to go for any magic immunity type items. Only Magnus has a BKB, but it's down to 4 seconds. And that has really hurt him, as you can see. Juggernaut even picks up the butterfly, and he's choosing not to save for buyback. Did he even buyback earlier? No. But at least Spectre is saving for buyback. I think Spectre is the most important hero. He can just stick with this team and like continue pushing, and he can always port back to one of his illusions. He's quite fast. They're looking to go for Roshan. Roshan's almost up. Just need to wait a little bit more. Do they have the timer down? I don't know if they do. They might just wait for it just a little bit more. Oh, Nature's Prophet gets a kill on Zeus, and yes, this is the power of Nature's Prophet. Can TP gank anybody, and that's global. Oh, Magnus, I think he knows. But they're gonna go on this Shadow Demon, but might die. There's an RP by Magnus, and is Juggernaut gonna pop his ulti? I think he might. There's a Black Hole counter initiation, and all the globals are being popped right now. There's a Juggernaut ulti, and actually look at that Black Hole. It's a refresher Black Hole, and excuse me for saying that he has no way of getting one good Black Hole off. The refresher does pay off, and they're able to kill the Nature's Prophet. They're going to be able to get a second set of racks. Magnus's RP is down for another 70-some seconds. And they're going to town on this. They don't even need the creeps there. They were even beating the backdoor regen. Tidehunter blows the Ravage, does land on basically everybody. But Spectre is just like, screw you guys, and just going to go. Actually, Nick Assassin's there to blow up this line, but he's able to get the Hex off before Nick Assassin was able to throw the Dagon out. Actually, he did throw the Dagon out. I wonder how he survived. And Spectre is running away. Dire melee barracks have been taken down. Juggernaut is able to take out mid racks. Now he's gonna run. Is he gonna die from this? I'm not sure. Even if he does die, he has buyback. I'll keep that in mind. And he will die here. He's gonna try to turn around and do his best. And actually, Tidehunter, how did he get? Oh, interesting. Juggernaut buys back instantly. Might as well start the cooldown, right? Because you know he's needed for the fights. He will have the Omni Slash online too, because the fights have just been that long. Shadow Demon doing his best to keep the creeps at bay, but he's just getting owned. Meanwhile, the rest of the team is going for the Roshan, and I like this because they don't want to just rush into things quite yet. So Nick's Assassin doesn't. I need to go to buyback status as well. There we go. Buyback status. Only Spectre has buyback. Everybody else is either on cooldown or they don't have the cash. And Nature's Prophet picks up the Aegis, and he also has buyback. He can always port back in. So this might be the ending point soon. Will they try to push in on this? Everything relies on a good combo from this Magnus and maybe Tide, but Tide's ulti is down. I don't think it will be up in time for them to pull the combo and in time for the fight as well. And this is interesting. Surprised Tidehunter has not been in more fights because nobody on the Radiant side have BKB. Tidehunter, if he can avoid being caught in the black hole, things can end. Actually, they saw Nick Assassin just run away from there, but Nick Assassin, oh, look at the spike here. He's a bit confident. He might die here before he pulls his combo. At least turn around. There's a Zeus ulti, and it's doing so much. There's Omni Slash. Looks like Magnus looks to be dead, but he is able to pull his combo, but he dies regardless. And this is looking really bad for him. There's a time but now they're just concentrating on the next Prophet. Dust gets popped out, so he can't run away. His Prophet can buy back. And there's buyback online as well. No, there's no other buyback. GG's get called, and they're going the other way to push. They can go ahead and claim the tier 4. There's a buyback from Nature's Prophet. He's really wanting to protect. There's buyback from Nick's Assassin. Yes, Nick's Assassins just got off cooldown. And there's a Hex one out on Spectre. Are they going to go for it? Spectre, will he get disrupted? No, he's just getting purged and said, I think you should go disrupt him. If you disrupt him, you can... Oh, wow. Just dies anyways. If he was able to get the disruption off, you can use Spectre's own illusion against himself, and Spectre solos too, basically. And Nick Assassin's like, I'm going to try to revenge my buddies. I think he could. Spectre only has about 1100 HP. Yes, here's the combo. Here we go. He does get blown up. It is enough. And again, everything else is on cooldown. Once again, they will finish up the melee the range racks. And currently, it's a 2v2 because the other two heroes are concentrating on the same themselves. Looks like they're going to try to combo. There's a Ravage, but Spectre is here. The big bag Spectre and Omni Slash is going out. It will kill the Tidehunter. They're looking to find this Nick Assassin, but no. There's a ward. Healing, we're going out the same. They're trying to get this. Tier 4. They do get the tier 4. They're going for Ancients. I think this will be it. Here's our RP on about 3 or 4. No, just 2. But it's not doing enough damage now because Spectre is so tanky. Oh, Spectre really turning things around. He does kill the Magnus. Magnus does die. Nick's Assassin unable to do anything. That's GG. Well played. So, a couple parting shots, a couple bits of flame, and a high kill. Interesting game. The Dire have always been a bit behind when it came to kills, but in the end, Spectre was able to out carry their entire team, and this is what I mean. Spectre, the Radiant just had a better late game. But it was a close game, and I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know how much more pubs I will do, but probably not that much more, because there's just not that much analysis. Regardless, it was a very interesting game to watch, and I guess lesson learned: you need to buy a pipe. Alright, thank you, and I hope.